Okay, so if your vehicle, it's a W211, it's 2006 E320 CDI, has an injector seal leak. If you've noticed any kind of like diesel exhaust smell inside your cab, chances are this is probably the cause. Get your cover off. We're gonna pull out this foam thing. On mine, you can already see that this exhaust right here, the injector leak, has caused. You can see all this foam looks pretty good up until right here, and it's caused some degradation of the foam over the injectors. Now, doing this, it's really recommended you do it on at least a warm engine, because we've got all this crud, this carbon buildup. You can see it down there. See if we can focus. You can see down in here that nasty crud. We need all that out of there. Now, it's super helpful that this is on a warm engine. I just took it for probably an hour drive, trying to get that nice and pliable. So we want to take advantage of this time. Okay, first thing you want to do, first we're going to pull this plug, loosen this fuel rail. We're going to take this end of the fuel line off. That way we can just rotate this around. In order, I'm lucky, I only have to do my first injector. So all we need to do, pull this little clip right there, and that line will pop off. And then we'll move on there to the next step. So let's go ahead and do these things. Down here there's a keeper. Let's see if we can get a better view of that. So right in there, that bolt, that's your injector bolt. We need to take that out too. So there's going to be some tricks with this one. This is a dead end thread, so there's no other end. So any gunk that falls down in that is stuck there. And if you can't seat this bolt all the way, you'll have to ream out the threads and that hole again. So we need to take special care not to let any of this gunk, any of this carbon, any dirt, debris, any of that fall down in that hole when we take it out. So that's going to be one of the last things we take out. But first we're going to loosen it, but we're not going to take it out. Alright, this should be a 14. Yeah. Go. There we go. Just that little clip just clips right in there. Let's put this somewhere where we don't lose it, huh? Anyway, right here, just a regular old 14mm. Loosen these fuel lines here. And we want to get to that keeper bolt down there. What is that? Is that a T30? I think that's a T30. Alright, turns out it's a T40. Be careful with these, because if you snap these off, you're going to be in real big trouble. Just get that sucker loosened, and we'll work on the rest here in a minute. Probably going to need a flat screwdriver to get underneath the lip of this, something skinny. Pry it up, give us a little bit of help. Alright, seat that back down. Remember, we don't want anything in there. Now we need to go ahead and start cleaning this up. We're going to have to get down in this valley. Down in there where all that nasty gunk is. Get all that cleaned up. Alright, let's get to it. Okay. Right, little guy. Rotate you up and out of the way. Keep that pointed down so nothing falls in it. And we're going to be overly cautious and tape it. There we go. Should keep it clean enough. This thing, it's just an electrical connector. It's alright, it doesn't matter too much. There we go. Next, the fuel line. You get taped. Next, the injector body. You get taped. Alright. take out that injector bolt. See if we can't move around here and get a better view of what's going on. Oh, we forgot to tape up part of that, didn't we? Well, that's important. You guys don't want any dirt, any chunks of carbon getting in these injectors. The orifices on the injectors are microscopic and they will clog so fast. All right. Oh my gosh. Now we're not reusing those. That gives me some serious worry about getting that thing in there where it needs to be. Oh man. So I'm going to use a Q-tip to stick down in there. You use whatever you want. I just don't want chunks of crap getting down in there. That's when we'll have a problem. Okay. Now, does this guy come out easy enough? So, we're gonna have to use the slide hammer. I got this kit right here on eBay. You can find it on Amazon. I'll have a link in the description. Okay, slide hammer time. So, this piece right here scoops down underneath your injector. If we look at the injector clamp, see how they're the same size there? So this goes underneath, slide hammer threads in top, and you yank it out. Well, let's see how this goes. That's got to get shaved off. We have to make a modification. So I expected this. We're probably going to have to grind off part of this edge right here. When it seats down into the valve cover, it catches right here and it can't go and get the injector body. So we're going to go grind this off and we'll come back with the modified puller. Okay, we're back. Now, after some pretty intense modification, I guess, let's see, there we go, of this piece, I had to shave off pretty much all that. This, see how there's a sharp corner? I had to shave off pretty much all of that to get this to fit down and around the neck of the body of the injector. So now that we're there, let's put it on. Let's see if we can't get this sucker out. Go. Let's head back up close there so we can see what we're dealing with. There we go. Alright, now we got that sucker out. That slide hammer was a lifesaver. Let's look at this. Oh my gosh. Oof. That is some nastiness. Whoa. We're gonna get all this cleaned up. Take a look at that hole there. Whoa, that's bad. Alrighty. Let's see it from a different angle there. There we go. Alrighty, let's see if we can see it. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so we still got a bunch of crud down there, and you can see our copper injector seal. So we gotta get that. We got most of this hole cleaned up. This guy right there, it's hard to see on camera, but we did get most of it cleaned out too. So we want to make sure there is nothing in the bottom of that hole. Otherwise our bolts won't go all the way in. This one we need to clean up, and then we're going to seat the face with a reamer, I guess it is, or I don't know. That's what we're going to do. We're going to scrape it till it's flat. Here's the set we have. That's what I got. once again, I put the link in the description if you want to know it, but you know, each of those pieces, they're basically like end mills and they just cut a new flat face for where we're putting everything. But our first priority is to get that dang on copper washer out of there. Okay, so what I did, and I'm not taking credit for this one, I saw some Italian guy working on his injectors. Now unfortunately it was all in Italian, so I don't know what the heck he was saying, but we are going to put some grease on the end of this thing here, and see if we can't grab that washer with the grease. Haha, like a charm. Okay, got her all cleaned up, ready to go. Let's take a look in this hole again. Yep, looks dirty. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. I think we did a good job. Let's check it. Oh yeah. You see what I'm looking at? Yeah, it's hard to see in there. It's still not very clean. I forgot to mention it earlier. You can see that size, 17 millimeter by 7. Alrighty, I don't know if you can see that. That's a clean hole. That's what we wanted. I don't know if it'll show much difference than before, but it's way better. It's nice, flush, it's clean. Okay. Now remember how we were pulling out all that gunky crap, and it was all stringy and sticky. This is it after it has cooled. Remember I told you it got real hard? This stuff, it doesn't even scratch. Doesn't even scratch off. Like, it just doesn't come off. And look at this thing. Ooh, oh, so much better. Turns out I didn't have to heat it up at all. Probably not a good idea to do that anyway. But all I needed to do was carbon choke cleaner, and we were good to go. Now you can get these guys for like 45 cents a piece. We just need one, but I bought the whole set because why not? Car has 170,000 miles on it. Probably a good chance this might happen to another one. Alright, I guess that's right. Huh? Bang, just like that. Alright. Oh, I forgot to clean up this piece. Yeesh, I'm out of carb cleaner too. This might be a problem. Let's see if brake cleaner will work. Yay! All nice and shiny again. Oof. Alrighty. There we go. Once again, you can buy the whole pack. I recommend that you do. These are the injector bolts. They go in that thing right there. We already took it out. These, according to the information that I could find, and if I'm wrong, correct me, but these get tightened down to 7 Newton meters, and then 90 degrees, and then 90 degrees. I do remember, I think in a forum, that it was recommended just to go to 7 and then 90 degrees and leave it, not another 90. So we'll probably do that because I don't want things to break. I don't think we'll have a problem after that, but we'll find out. Torque wrench time. Oof. And just like that. That's a bad day right there. Damn it. That is no good. Absolutely no good. Look at that guy. Wow. Alright, well, that sucks. Okay, now we're back. And after a almost very expensive mistake, injector goes in. Looks like it's seated nicely. I wish it would seat a little bit better. Seems right. Okay. So what just happened was my bolt for the keeper snapped off inside the head of the motor, and I only narrowly escaped a very expensive engine repair by using an extractor. So my mistake is that I actually used a torque wrench for this. So, you know, I always recommend you guys do it by the numbers on your car, but since that almost cost me a tow truck and a trip to someone with some tooling to get that thing out of the head of my motor, I'm just going to put this bolt down with whatever I feel seems right, because I'm not snapping another one off in the head of my motor, because that was scary. I really don't want to do it again. Once again, this is a T40. Made sure my hole was clear all the way down. These are dead end bolts. See, and that's I mean, that's tight. I don't know what they're thinking with that's 7 Newton meters, or either that or my torque wrench is just like real off. So we'll do that. We'll go just a little past just to stretch it, and that's as far as I'm going with that. If it leaks, I'll readdress the issue then. Okay. Now, this little guy. If you get the kit, chances are you'll get O-rings. And you can see that little O-ring right there. We're gonna replace that guy. And came in the box that I ordered. This is not a plug, but they didn't send me any parts, but I got this kit from idiparts.com. It seems like a good kit so far, with the exception of that bolt that just broke off. It didn't seem like a very good quality bolt, but we'll see if it holds up to the test of time. Here's the O-ring that I'm replacing it with, so let me find something to pull that off. Anyway, that's on. Put the clip back on. you go. Make sure that seat's good because we did a lot of prying on that, and I would sure hate that it was bent and didn't seat right. Alright, now I'm not messing with that because I don't want any gunk, any of that to get dislodged or be because of me and fly down in my injector, because you can see that residue inside there. That's not coming out the injector holes. And we'll tighten up the other end. And connect our plug. Bang. Alright, let's see how we did. This is either gonna work great and everything will be back to normal, or something crazy is gonna happen. I think we're doing all right. Time will tell. Well, guys, thanks. I hope this helps anybody that's going to do this job. Remember, don't over tighten that bolt. It's tricky. It'll get you. So I wanted to show you guys, this is the whole reason of the failure, just this little simple part right here. And they're off center, which I think is strange. I don't think it gets worn that way, but anyway, you can see this area right here in the corner of it. That's where the failure was. That's where all the black crud blew through. That whole job just for that. Anyway, it's nice and clean. There's no leaks. We checked it, and hopefully this will be good from now on. If any of the other ones, I check all my injector seats, every oil change, any kind of service I have to do. If I have an excuse to take the engine cover off, I always check my injector seats. Jeez. And I recommend you do too, because that's how I found this. I mean, I did have a smell of exhaust in the cab, but I found this by taking off the engine cover and visually inspecting this, and that's how I knew immediately when this started. And so I didn't get the Black Death that everybody talks about, where their whole valley, the whole top of the motor, is just covered with black crud. So once again, I hope this was helpful for somebody. The internet's an amazing thing. Got lots of advice on forums if you need torque specs. This is a W211 2006 E320 3.2 liter OM648. If you got any questions, leave a comment. I'll do my best. I'm not a mechanic. This is just kind of the culmination of reading different forums and seeing what other people have done. But yeah, thanks for watching.